look at someone and wonder what is going on inside their head?
Please don't kill me. Alright, let's hear your model. What's your favorite soft drink? What's your favorite game franchise? Really nice guy.
Trials Universe Incident, better known as TUI, is the first game to be made with the Trials genre. It inspired a bunch of other Trials games like Trials Conventions, World of Trials, and Trials Multiverse Incident. Right now, its thumbnail looks like this. Rover is the first person you meet in the game. He's the one responsible for controlling the game itself, in lore, and gives you a tutorial for the game. Cups are the main form of getting Trials in TUI. You can find them from chests, dark chests, and light chests. There are also non-cup cups that work like cups but aren't cups, like the same parts. You can also craft cups, which is harder to do, but works. Chests are the main form of getting cups. There are chests, dark chests, and light chests. Just like there are non-cup cups, there are also non-chest chests, like gifts. Rollvote is the creator of TUI. The reason he is lower in the iceberg is because not too many people even know Rollvote made the game and just play it without knowing. TUI 2, now known as TIR, is a game set to be released next year made by Rollvote. It is the sequel to TUI, and once it releases, TUI will go down. Now I would have something for this part here, but we literally do not know what the spawn rates are. Maybe it's like 10 to 35 every 30 seconds, but we don't know exactly. The dark chests have like a spawn rate of 1/250 every time a chest spawns, and light chests have like a spawn rate of 1/500 every time a chest spawns. We literally do not know what the chance of chests are. The only reason it's this high is because it's so obvious that it's seen in grinding, which is part of the main circle of the game, but like if I could move IT I would. I literally would. Saig. Anyways. Trials Universe Aftermath is a game made by Jin Pai Studios, made primarily because Jin and Pai left Trials Universe Incident because Rollvote was being a greedy bicycle. Editor's note. Rollvote is still trying to sue Trials Universe Aftermath after all this time. Here is a screenshot of that happening. Trials Universe Incident's map has undergone multiple changes, but the current map is shown here. I'll leave you here for 5 seconds. Alright, 5 seconds over. Bye. Take a look at the old map and the new map. Do you see a difference? I'll give you 3 seconds. If you aren't under the age of 3 and can't see color differences, you can tell that not only are the colors of the map different, but the old map is literally material-less. Yeah. That's the entire segment. So, souls were re-added in the new Halloween update.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
This segment was supposed to be about unusable, unobtainable, rare crafting items, such as the now obtainable soul and the not obtainable gingerbread men and other Christmas crafting items. Ron was a developer for Troll Universe Incident once, and made trolls such as replaced God and models like Multiversal God before he was removed for A being a neo-Nazi and B adding a reference to the Nazi symbol to one of the trolls he made.
Are we serious? Are we really serious right now? You have got to be kidding me. What kind of low-level trash is this piece of shite? What am I looking at right now? This is worse than the One Punch Man animation. And just look at it. Look at it. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Why is this here? We need to get rid of this, and we need to do it immediately. Anyways, if you forgot about me, I'm back now. I'll be replacing Xantho until he's all well and fixed up. The ruler boss was going to be added from having all of the boss souls at once. Wait a minute. Souls. The soul segment. Does it mean? No way! It meant boss souls! Okay, so I'm gonna have to do a 2-in-1 for this segment. The ruler boss was a boss planned to appear from having all the boss souls at once. Rollvote once said that ruler's friends were killed and he was angry. So I'm going to assume this was a like final boss for endgame. Boss souls are still obtainable in game and they come from... How do you obtain the boss souls? Like exactly? I know you get them from killing a boss, but does it come from dealing the most damage or getting the last hit? This is so confusing.
Sigh. Let me do it. What? Did you expect me to put more on here? No. I'm not going through all that work. It's not surface level knowledge, but it's also not layer 4 knowledge, so it's layer 3. Now cut to layer 3 again. Older developers are developers such as Skunky, who I'll get into later, Sneed, who I'll also get into later, and Ramen, who I'll also get into later. There are other developers like Matty, Tiki, and Rady. I really have a long list of old devs, but I'm not going down that rabbit hole. Also, shout out to Rhea and Nami, folk, who I don't want to shout out, but I'll do it anyway. Mombino, Squall Rises, and before being in-game admins were basically the honorable mention of this part. This is by far the most controversial section here, because it's the one most related to Rollvote being greedy. It's happened multiple times and caused multiple different community outbreaks due to the amount of wipes there have been, and I'm angry about them because I've been wiped multiple times too. The reason most people quit too is because of these wipes, with some happening because of admin abuse or straight up neglect to systems. Overall, 2 is a very broken down game in terms of wiping and is the main reason it has not been doing too well. If there were no wipes into it, then the game would be much more popular. A video of this game will be playing in the background. Anyways, while that's happening, TIR is a game Rollvote made but never got to finishing. He revamped it again but he never managed to finish the revamp. So TIR is in sort of a limbo state as of now. We're still waiting for news on the game, but for right now, here we are. According to Rollvote, Troll Universe Incident devs get about 1,300 Robux per day before they were all removed. Post-removal, Maddie got 2,500 Robux per minute of music and Tiki got around 5,000 per drawing. I am not sure what the others got. Hard mode used to happen by beating every boss, or just buying it for 1,000 Robux. Once hard mode activates, a message saying ruler has abandoned this world will appear and all enemies will have 3x health while all bosses have 35% more health. Events become more frequent, and this used to be the way bosses dropped goodie bags instead of a rare chance of it dropping. We're supposed to have a collab.
I'm taking your job now.
Wait, please don't. I have a wife and kids, and I need to provide them with food.
Anyways, MTI collab. Alright. TUI and MTI were supposed to have a collab, but Rollvote eventually figured out that Lord, the shitty-ass owner of MTI, was stealing assets and had a lot of devs on his team with allegations. We'll get to that later on. Foreshadowing! 3 trolls were supposed to be added from one game to the other. Well, anyways, Rollvote had screenshots of him in another person's DMs, along with a goofy-ass face reveal that were about him being a pedophile. These allegations weren't exactly proven fake fully, but it's believed they were fake due to the time of the messages being different, and from what would usually be seen on Discord, and also the fact that he's from the UK and we can't trust British people. Yes, this is exactly what it sounds like. Rollvote had unbanned DRX, foreshadowing, from the TUI server, which he then proceeded to post a bunch of images, and then post an image that I can't show on here because, this is YouTube, and the overlords will spank me if I do, but, it was an image of, someone putting powder on their, backside. I'll let y'all picture that. Very fun. Rollvote was giving Moai free ancient mugs in TUI because he was giving Rollvote pets and grow a garden, or at least that was the deal he wanted. Rollvote then asked Moai to get him a golden dragonfly, whatever the fuck that is, I don't play grow a garden, for a forbidden kidnapper. But Rollvote then proceeded to wipe him and all of his ancient mugs because he, quote, didn't need it anymore. Well. My Garden was a game that Rollvote had made based off of Grow a Garden. It was pretty buggy, and it was a carbon copy. And there was an announcement of him saying My Garden had more players than TUA. Here's an image of that.
Enrique!
Vitamins and Nutrients was a person who worked with the FBI and also got lawsuits onto Rollvote. It started off with the anti-ruler lawsuits, but then escalated into a DRX lawsuit. Foreshadowing, which de-escalated when Rollvote said that he was victimized by DRX. Don't kill yourself. That sounded horrible. Rollvote has once said to a person thinking of committing suicide to not do it because he, quote, needed money and they wouldn't be able to give it to him if they were dead. This, of course, stirred up a lot of drama and got Xantho, the guy making the video, and V, a person in the TUI Discord, banned. Yeah, that sounds a lot like Rollvote. That he's greedy. Rollvote once called the N, an artist who was in the TUI Discord at the time, the R slur, and then stated that he hated furries. This is on the iceberg for 2 reasons. Number 1, the R slur that he stated, and number 2, who the fuck even unironically hates furries now? That's just fucking gay. A lawsuit was proposed by Vitamins and Nutrients that was about the patrons not getting anti-ruler, which they were promised to get upon joining. This lawsuit was eventually taken and the patrons were given anti-ruler. The reason Rollvote didn't want to was because it was against Roblox TOS. The Sant series was a series of troll skins that started off by the first April Fool's update in TUI, which included Sant's head. Yes, H-E-D, head, along with a bunch of rope spawning. The next April Fool's update the year after, skins were added, with one of them being the Saint Troll, the Sant Troll. It was then expanded upon by Pi, who added more Sant skins to the game, like Replaced God Sants and Eye Eater Sants, one of the best skins in my opinion. And then it got duped and deleted. Pretty sad ending for them. Yeah. Saint Parts used to have a chance of 1 in 100? 1 million. with Saint's Torso being the rarest with a chance of 1,500,000. Then they got lowered to 10,000, and then 1,750. Then after that, 1 in 5,000. And then the chance just got removed entirely. Just pick a fucking side, dude. How many times are you gonna rework this? Greed Vote was a nickname coined for Roll Vote because of the amount of pay-to-win things that he's added to the game, hence making him greedy. Greed plus vote makes Greed Vote. It's obvious. The reason it's this low is because the people who say it are rare to see now, and the people who do it are most likely gone from the server. The Illuminati was actually pretty relevant to TUI after the Illuminati Revelations clan was added, you know, for the following troll. Also, Pi hated the hell out of Ice Legion, so they gave this guy an 1,000 times better custom than Ice Lord. It was a taller version of Illuminati Revelations and had 3 phases. Ignore my stutter. And in the second phase, it became a pyramid. In the third phase was 2 pyramids, and then 5 fought with Ice Legion with it like it was God Valley or some shit. Testing was a game Pi that had made that was based off of the TUI code. It was pretty barren, and he did update it a few times, like 6 or 7, but currently the game is dead. Rollvote was mad at Pi for doing this, and he had to burn the code down like it was London Bridge. Yeah, that joke wasn't funny. Blame Xantho for that one. This segment was supposed to be about the NPC that spawns rarely during the solar eclipses, Troll 035, but it still spawns. Yeah, this guy's stupid. Please kill him now. Xantho messed up. You guys should throw tomatoes at him. Hey, I remember this one. I won it. Yes, your ears were not deceiving you there. There was literal TUI merch, and people who bought it, the TUI hoodie and t-shirts, would get 6 Eyes, Ghost Fong, and 2 other high-tier trolls in-game, and given the choice of one or the other, such as Fat Fighter or Kidnapper. Pi was going to give out Ascend as Rollvote instead. Instead, they didn't because Pi wanted to rework Ascend. They were also given the option to have Forbidden Kidnapper in-game once it was added, but that never happened. Ophaneme's original name was going to be Jin Pi, a developer who used to work on the game, who we'll get into later. Foreshadowing! But the name was later changed after Xantho, the guy making this and hoping that he doesn't stutter for the umpteenth time, fuck you, made a suggestion on it. His stupid ass just replaced the A in Ophaneme with an AE and the I in Ophaneme with an AE to get Ophaneme. Yeah, this guy's really smart. Please fucking assassinate him. Rollvote was adding trophies to the game based on who could do the best art of Trollface that corresponded to the trophy. There was an Uncanny trophy, a Ruler trophy, and a Trollina trophy which Mambino probably used as a rose. And no, this does not mean not for trade. Rollvote once set up a TUI NFT that was literally just an image of a Halloween cup. This most obviously flopped and died extremely quickly. I don't even think Rollvote is that smart with his greediness at this point. He's not even hiding it. Admin Gojo, otherwise known as Just Gojo, used to be the former version of 6 Eyes. It was the child of admin abuse, and me in my prime days, because a lot of admins, such as me, abused the Hollow Nuke. Looking at you, Ray, Leslie, myself, and Mambino. TUI used to have a leaderboard which showed how much time people have been playing for. That's pretty much it. And also Mambino was on it, was the top of it, of course, because he's a no-life ass motherfucker. No, not the thing you call people. Scammer was a troll based off of Johnny, who was a person who scammed Rollvote out of a prankster face, which costed around, what, 100,000 Robux? Wow, Scammer gets scammed, eh? He then proceeded to make it a troll that was going to be bought for 7,000 Robux, but was scrapped for unknown reasons. Those unknown reasons being he got hit by Roblox and almost banned. A while back, when VIP still had 2 times health, most of the things stated to be there in the VIP subscription's description weren't there or were completely bugged in-game and didn't work. Xantho then decided to threaten to sue Rollvote in order to get everything he wanted. Cough cough, it worked. Oil Cup Troll was literally just a troll with an oil cup instead of a troll face. Yeah, that's pretty much it. There was also a Light Cup Troll that had 9,999 base health, which is more base health than One Punch Troll, so yeah, you have to admit that sounds and looks really fucking stupid in-game. Rollvote, what the fuck are you smoking? Ninja was an admin troll that was planned to be added to TUI, and then never worked on. Like, ever. It was glossed over by Saint Troll, which still isn't finished, by the way. The Fruits update, which has been delayed 14 times and Xantho hates with a burning passion. And Lord of Darkness, which, editor's note, please finish that. Please, 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 please. Miming bosses using the mime was actually a thing back then, believe it or not. You could be able to mime any boss and given the items that they use, such as Space Eater having an actual axe. It was then removed because Rollvote is a bicycle. Yeah. Rainbow Cup used to be able to give you legendary skins when used on trolls. This idea was made by Pi. They would also give you extreme buffs. These trolls were such things as God Eater Final. Please add this. Please, 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 I need this speed. And Small Venus 2. These were then removed by Rollvote because he fucking hates good ideas and he wants everyone to die. The controller is still a boss in game, but he was replaced. Also, he was once a Saint's Leg troll. He also replaced my goat Sclerosis, so I fucking hate him and I want him to die. He had 5 attacks and 2 of them were spawning things. Overall, his entire moveset is shit, and I hope whoever replaced my goat gets crucified and burnt. This was said by Xantho, not me. Don't blame me. Those are his words, not mine. Unlike Layer 3.5's collab discussion, this one is just collabs in general. TUI and Trollge conventions once collabed to make Ruler TC and Ruler TUI in both of their respective games. Ruler TC and Ruler TUI were both removed from their games for unknown reasons. However, you could get both of these trolls in either game by getting fragments that corresponded to said troll. That's really about the only good collab TUI's done. Sans used to be pretty big in the TUI community, and honestly still is. Sans was once an in-game admin when he was 13. Yes, you heard me correctly. 13. They'd just be hiring anybody now at this point. Anyways, they created a bunch of faces for the game. It is honestly pretty relevant for the game itself, because half of the good trolls that he made are crucial to the game's development. Blood King was an Ice King skin that used to be in the game, but was then removed. Blood King was also planned to be re-added with a special axe, but was then scrapped due to Pi and Rosita being fired. Ruler, yes, the all-caps Ruler version, was going to be obtainable from using Ruler's head on Troll. The item actually does still exist in the game, but you just can't see the item. It's an... or Ruler's head is just too small. Haha. Xantho actually doesn't know about this part very much because he was gone in the segment of TUI. Everyone throw banana peels and tomatoes at him! Anyways, Donator Troll used to be obtainable from the Donator Cup, which was just a cup with green liquid. Donator Troll could play any kind of music from his radio. Yes, any kind of music. That means all the people who blast Labubu Funk are in TUI right now. Rollvote then proceeded to remove it because nobody bought it. Yet another example of greed vote. This is obvious by this point. And the value just wasn't worth it. Also, Pi thought that it was dumb and I want him to die. Ancient was a custom skin made by Pi and given to Piracy because of the popular meme video of him failing the Ancient Mug chance. Here's the video of that. Piracy then proceeded to trade it away, which I don't know why you would do that because it's literally a custom for 6 eyes, which then got duped like a week later. So, haha, fuck you, Piracy, you fucking corpse of shit. In TUI, you could actually see Develop 3 in the black market. The reason Rollvote doesn't affiliate with the name Develop 3 anymore is because the account got banned, and because it also has the same name as a chicken enlargener. Yeah, I don't know, it was on the script. I'm just reading this shit off. So, I probably shouldn't say his name for a third time, because, Xantho will spank me again. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Let me take a sip of soda. Anyways, there are a lot of barely known removed trolls in the game, and I can go on and on and on about them all. First stop is Blaster, whom Pi used to troll people, saying it was 1 in 100 from Oil Cup. Minigunner, which just had Cyborg's minigun and that's it. Gold Minigunner, which was just a better version of Minigunner. OG trolls, such as OG Weeping God, which was basically just Weeping God, that was the size of Tall Guy. OG Tall Guy, which was just the size of Tall Guy, and was from Light Cup back in the day. Yeah, I know. It was the same size, which is surprising considering, you know, OG TUI was weird. And OG Eye Eater, which had old Eye Eater's attacks. Yeah, that's obvious. There might have been many more of these planned, and to be obtained by using Legacy Oil on their respective trolls, but there was also Trollina Green, which Rollvote gave to his girlfriend before they broke up, and the entire troll became meaningless. Halloween Hell Rework, a rework that Pi was planning to make for Halloween Hell. Trauma, which was a suggestion plan to be added. One Punch Troll Mashal, which barely even existed. Swordmaster Troll, which was basically a stronger version of... Okay, you know what? There's just a lot of barely known removed trolls, and it would be way too hard to list all of them. That's why we have most in the title anyways. Just know that there were a lot of trolls in the game before being deleted. Alright, I already listed most of them. I'm done with my job here. Xantho, segment over. Can I, like, move on now, please? I'm thirsty. Okay, so before we move on to the rest of layers 5 and 6, I just want to point out that the rest of these are either going to be extremely weird or just cool knowledge. So, if you guys didn't want to hear about the warnings at the start of the video, yeah, this is like your final chance to click off. Like now. The N was an artist that drew actual cheese pizza. I'm sure you guys can figure out what that is. I can't say the actual name on here because 1, Xantho will spank me if he actually hears it. Again, this joke is just reused at this point. And 2, the Overlords are going to whip him into shape if I say it anyways. He drew that of Trick Controllers and also OCs. Yeah, decrepit shit, dude. Great job. Ruler upgrade was an upgrade of Ruler that was in the game for like 2 days. We would put this in the most barely known removed trolls, but this one is more common ball knowledge than things like OG Eye Eater and Swordmaster Troll. The reason it was removed was because it was broken. Like, insanely broken. And didn't work at all for some reason. Ruler, in lore, actually has angels that are pretty much like guardians for him. You see Ophaname? Yeah, that's like one of them. And that's only the 3rd most powerful one in the angel hierarchy. Ophaname is like strong. Really fucking strong. That's what we're up against. How the fuck are we supposed to fight a literal seraphim in-game? I am not hitting that with any sort of attack. I'm getting mauled. There actually used to be ranked in TUI. Wonder who won that the most? Looking at you, Mambino. A random troll category would be picked, like light, oil, blood, and radioactive. 2 players would then fight for the prize of troll coins. Yeah, troll coins. That were, like, useless during the stage of TUI due to no selling being allowed, and the only good thing you could get from them being the black market, which was literally nothing. Okay, basically, this is the main cycle that TUI, the Trolch game in question that this whole iceberg is about, mostly goes through. TUI gets devs, everything feels good, until Rollvote does a stupid move and people leave. This has happened over and over and over again, with Rollvote doing a stupid move by selling TUI to Do Big for $30k. Real shit, they wouldn't even take that, because who the hell wants a 300 to 350 concurrent players game when they have shit like Grow a Garden, which peaked at like 22 million concurrent players? Rollvote has done a stupid move again currently by leaving the server and firing all of his devs, including me. I'm still pissed about that, by the way. Yeah, intelligence. Dark Slender Man was a guy, kid, we don't know exactly. He was in the TUI community who acted pretty funny, like funky wonky. He acted so stupid that an entire era of TUI humor appeared before he was banned for saying the hard R. The TUI community spouted nonsense about him for like 2 months until the joke died out. It was unfunny as shit. Please, please, please never bring this shit back. It actually pissed me off so unbelievably bad. So, quick side note to this one, Ruler Party was re-added. This segment was about to be about Ruler Tada emoji, or just Ruler Party, like the original one. Ruler Tada used to be able to be bought during TUI's birthday, but was re-added during Rovote's birthday. Yeah, the iceberg is old. Throw eggs at Xantho's house immediately. And, I don't know, like, kill his dog or something. Yes, the whistle occurrence guide was in TUI. This would be activated by switching trolls with a very, very rare chance if you were in, like, the Jinpai Studios group. You know, the group that's making TUA, which Rollvote has beef with. Here's what that looked like. This was then removed a week later. I have no clue why. It was a funny Easter egg.
Sigh. Yet another editor's note. Maddie was about to say the same thing as his entry in the first layer, but here's something to distinguish Layer 5 ruler from Layer 1 ruler. He used to have the name of.
If you want to stop adding editor's notes, stop making mistakes.
The name of Ruler 2021, before it was changed again to the Ruler, before it was changed to what it is now, Ruler. It used to be one of the Trolls Mombino head for making an everything you need to know about Trolls Universe incident video. That's pretty much it about Ruler. He also has a lot of lore in game that we don't know about, so yeah.
Yes, the iShowSpeed has played TUI once. A video on that will be playing in the background instead of mid-second or whatever Xantho put as the background footage that I recorded. He played it for like 1 minute though, and it was only because Rollvote donated Speed like £1,000. Rollvote and Speed were also friended for a while, so this allows us to successfully connect Rollvote to Mr. Beast. Please, Speed, I need this! DRX, the guy who was removed from the dev team once, Okay, you know what? No more hiding it at this point. There was a developer named Sin in the TUI server at one point, but then was removed. You wanna know why? Yeah, that guy was DRX, the same guy who had the allegations that I'm about to talk about, and sent NSFW that I already discussed in Layer 5. I don't even know if this counts as allegations anymore, but DRX had multiple DMs with another person named Curse that talked about e-sex. Well, DRX was 17 and Curse was 14. I don't know how old you are, but to date someone with that kind of age gap, yeah, it was weird and disgusting. DRX then made an announcement on it. Funnily enough, here's a clip on that. Okay, now the moment I've wanted to talk about for a while on this iceberg. DRX and Rollvote, because Rollvote isn't innocent here, have been very horrible people for years, really. My personal experience, as you probably know, if you were on the TUI server during my development there as a musician, DRX said some nasty things about me and my family, which I'm not going to get into here because this is YouTube and it would be fucking nasty. But like, alright, let me sum this up in a way that makes sense. My personal experience with him and Rollvote have been shit. You wanna know why? Because I tried to make a report, right, to the police about it because it's just pedophilic. It's just pedophilia. There's no glossing over it. But Rollvote is day one friends with him. So, you know, he's protecting him. He's protecting pedophiles. He is defending a pedophile. He refused to give me any information. He just blabbered on about how he was friends with him since he was young and, you know, how he was victimized by DRX. I don't care. I had a shit experience, and when people try to speak up, they deserve to be able to speak up. So, yes, both of them are in the wrong. Rollvote 2, he's not innocent. He defends a pedophile. And this is where I'm going to say he's a bad person too. So, if you were watching Layer 5's fucking or Layer 4, I don't remember. But if you were watching the Rollvote allegations section, this is where I have my own personal opinions. Because at this point, it could be true. It could be. I don't know. Because with the way Rollvote was defending DRX and saying how it wasn't pedophilia because he wasn't 18 yet, it's just wrong. No. He knows what he was doing. That's what pisses me off. Because I was threatened, and so was my family. So, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. DRX, the same person I just had a rant about, sent a picture of his thighs in general chat and pinged everyone. He also had thigh highs on. This is then the least weird thing DRX has done on this iceberg, and it's genuinely sad. It pisses me off. Here we are talking about DRX again. DRX has sent multiple JoJo's Bizarre Adventure NSFW multiple times in a multitude of people's DMs. So at one point, for being banned, so not only is he a pedophiliac, but he's also extremely petty. Great. Awesome. He also tried to send it in Xantho's DMs before he blocked DRX immediately, obviously, like any normal human being would. What? Wait, you want me to do what for this segment? Another essay? I've done this like twice now. Minus 200 from my pay. Fine, fine. Favoritism is another massive issue in TUI. No, low taper fade. It's the reason DRX has been let into the server over and over and over again, and how most people got extremely rich in TUI, which included me at one point. It's an issue that probably won't and never will get fixed. It's because of the nature of Rollvote and Pi. It's been used to make developers stay, which it was on me at one point, TUI members stay, and a lot of other people to keep joining TUI, because they still had that one time with a developer or something else, or controversy. This has to be by far one of the worst unfixable reasons why TUI won't really come back like it did. But at the same time, it keeps the game alive. Like I said about the wipes, or Xantho said, because I wasn't voicing it then, so yeah, he said it. This game would definitely be more popular if it wasn't for that. And also, how it's been used to keep TUI members in a broken down community and curse being favorited and told to stay after That happened with DRX. You know what? I just don't want to talk about that guy anymore. Let's move on before I lose my fucking sanity. Dogworks, a person in the TUI community who bought a lot of items with Robux, like probably hundreds of thousands of Robux at this point, was banned in-game due to being racist and saying slurs like the N-word. Him and Tiki, the guy who banned him, then argued, and Rollvote used how he paid for more items than Tiki did, so he shouldn't have been banned. What an amazing argument to make in an argument that's about something outside of Roblox. That really goes to show that this person is focusing on money over, being a decent developer. Oh boy. Prototype DRX. Here we go. This guy was basically like DRX because he tried to groom Ramen, an old dev, and tried to have E-Sex roleplay about his fart fetish with him. I'm not reading this aloud. You guys can read, right? Oh, wait, you're TUI players. Here's a censored image of that. It's like 50% censored because of how fucking disgusting it is. Why are people like this allowed on the platform? And then we wonder why Rollvote ignores his controversies. Okay, yeah, Rollvote has said slurs quite a few times. He's not exactly the best guy, yes. He said the R slur once, and maybe more. I'm gonna add to this since Xantho's kinda having problems right now. So I don't remember if this is exactly true, but I'm pretty sure he said the N-word like once or twice in the old TUI server. I could be wrong on this because I don't have old screenshots. Because I wasn't in the Discord until like 2023 or sometime like that. 2022, 2021. I don't remember. It was like 2020 era. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he said other slurs. I could be wrong on this. I know Rollvote's going to be watching this, so if I am indeed wrong, correct me on this one. This was a claim made by the developers that they only got 1% of the group funds and purchases. Yeah, one singular percentage. Remember when Rollvote said they got 1,300 per day? We don't even know if that's true. That's probably just an estimate. I can kind of agree to this, because, Rollvote had like 1 million and like 300, 400K in group funds while I was developing there, and I only got like, what, 40K? So, yeah, I probably only got close to like 5%, 1% range of the Robux from there. So, yeah, that's true. Yeah, so, the TUI economy is dead. I mean, this as in all of the values are being sloshed around every 2 seconds because of what Rollvote's adding to the game. The party event mostly started it, which had insane drops, lots of Saint parts, radioactive cups, void cups, galactic cups, etc., and ruined the Saint part values, along with all of the other items mentioned. Then it all went downhill when codes were added and void cups and radioactive cups were made insanely easy to get, with the black market prices lowering, destroying the values of everything. I think we dropped a segment that rhymed with codes but ended with an X somewhere, but I forgot where it was. Rollvote had joked around calling Redwind a terrorist because he's Muslim. Here's a few images of that. He also sent images of Osama bin Laden as a joke, and has once even joked about Adolf Hitler in the announcements channel, which is absolutely fucking insane if you're supposed to be handling a server that big. Like, come on, man, have some fucking respect for other religions. Alright, I'm done with layer 6. Iceberg over. Can you let me out of the chamber now?
There's a 7th layer.
What do you mean, there's a 7th layer? There isn't no 7th layer. Look! Layer 1, Layer 2, Layer 3, Layer 4, Layer 5, Layer 6, Layer... 7? Oh my god, there's a layer 6.7!
Yes. Now get back to work, fat ass.
Man, I wish I could leave.
Be wary that most of the things in this layer are a joke. Except Codex. Yeah, Maddie slipped on a fucking banana peel and dropped it when we were moving on to layer 6. We should probably jail that guy in chamber number 812 like I did Maddie when he wasn't working.
Oh, okay, that's where I dropped it. My bad. Okay, here we go. Codex was a guy who gave out free trolls and items, causing a wipe in TUI. Yeah, that's it. I'm not doing an essay for layer 6.7. This is a fucking joke layer. I forgot to put it in layer 5, so sorry, I slipped on a banana peel and fucking died. Guys, don't you think it's obvious that Rolvote is clearly a femboy? We've never seen Rolvote and his girlfriend in the same room. I can only mean one thing. He's pretending to be his own girlfriend and he dresses in girl clothes even though he's homosexual. That's not all. You know how we've never seen Rolvote's girlfriend and himself in the same room? We've also never seen Rolvote and Ray's girlfriend in the same room. That must mean one thing. Rolvote's Ray's girlfriend. That's not the worst part. We've never seen Ray's girlfriend and Folk in the same room either. It all adds up. Rolvote is a femboy and Folk is Ray's sneaky link, with Rolvote being the third wheel. Okay, yeah, never let these words come out my mouth ever again, please. Don't you think it's weird that every TUI player doesn't get bitches? Except me, and maybe Ray, but I don't know, it could be Rolvote in disguise. Oh yeah, and Tiki, but he's dating a femboy. Do you know that it's because 90% of the TUI community are idiots? A recent scientific study on the TUI community's minds state that not only do most of them have the same IQ as a dolphin, but they also have a built-in girlfriend repellent machine in their breath that pushes women away from them. This is completely true and real and backed up by science, and not because we're terrified of interacting with any female in existence. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like giving you guys a heads up. Yeah, if you're a woman, don't try and play with the TUI player. They stink. No, guys, they said the thing. Things happen. It's a meme. Oh, it's so funny. Oh, that's spicy. Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah, this was never funny. Xantho, in fact, I'm throwing you in the fucking gas chamber as soon as we're done with this fuck-ass iceberg. Oh, you need to die! You need to die! The Force... Forsaken collab theory was theorized when Rolvote used console to use require scripts to play as Forsaken characters because he started off coding as a skid and will always be a skid loser. Haha, take that, you piece of shit, I fucking hate you. One in 100? The rarest, with a chance of 100 and then 1 die. It was a taller version of Illuminati second phase. It became a period Ice Legion with testing was a game pie that this segment was supposed to be at. There was an uncut Bino was on it. Johnny was a instead of a troll face. Yeah, that's that. TUI and Troll Convention X, but was then scrapped due to being Yeah, I know. It was saying had old Eye Eaters attacks, yet Halloween Hell rework, a rework that why we have most in the title anyways. Just guy, kid, we don't know exactly. He was in the two. Yeah, the iceberg is old. Throw eggs at it. On. This is then else or controversy. This has be to argument that's the Robux from there. So yeah, that's it with the black market. So, I would say that's the end of the iceberg and something else, but Xantho's holding me at gunpoint, and he's going to scatter my brains all over the chamber walls if I don't say this. So, shout out to Oh Heck Nah Boy 988, weird name choice but okay, Awesome Sauce, The Fold, 98 Auras, Chris, Natigate, Mr. Sacrilege, Evergreen, Ramen Waitress, Quackers966, and Strolliest Friend. And also my very definitely not gooning to my voice currently girlfriend. And also Reeler K for being the best stepmother. Okay, enough of the jokes. Yeah, so a little twink birdie told me to shout out his game, Trollge Alternate Pathways. Link for that in the description, I guess. But like, go check it out. He's working on it, so I don't fucking know. I was held at gunpoint to say this. Okay, I said the lines now. Can you put the Glock away, please? Stop holding the trigger like that. My head hurts. Oh, yeah, before he throws me off the PC, quick. My channel, Solar Does Devin. Go subscribe, please. Let me out of this basement, please. I'm dying in here. He hasn't fed me for weeks.